Welcome to Lesson 2. Last session, we learned that anyone can grow their brains and anyone can do well in math. This lesson, we're going to learn the importance of the beliefs you hold about you.
A few years ago, a top researcher named Carol Dweck discovered that there are two different beliefs about learning that people hold. These are called mindsets.
If you have a growth mindset, this means that you believe that smartness or cleverness increases with hard work. The more work you do, the smarter you get. If you have a fixed mindset, then you believe that you're either smart or you're not, or that you can do better with hard work, but you can't change your basic level of intelligence.
Some people have a growth mindset about some areas. Like they may think they will get better and better at soccer if they work harder and harder, but a fixed mindset about others, like in math, thinking they can never really do well.
Let's watch some Stanford soccer players demonstrate how a growth mindset helps them learn how to be really good at soccer.
I can do this.
With a growth mindset, no matter how many mistakes they make, they keep going until they succeed.
Finally got it.
Often people give up on math when they see something hard because they think it means they're not a math person, or that you can either do math or you can't. We now know that anyone can do well in math, and the harder you work, the smarter you get. This graph shows you how important it is that you have a growth mindset when it comes to thinking about math. The graph shows you the achievement level of students with a growth mindset compared with students who have a fixed mindset. The only difference between them was the beliefs they held about intelligence and themselves. And you can see that the students with a growth mindset are on this positive, upward learning path that continues onwards and upwards.
People with a growth mindset do better in school. The reason is, people with a growth mindset also engage in a set of really useful behaviors.
They try harder and longer because they don't think that trying hard means they're not smart. When they make a mistake, they don't think it means they can't do math. They see it as a learning opportunity. It makes them determined to do better. They persist and don't give up when something's hard. Which behaviours do you think would help someone in their learning of math? Choose as many as you want.
I'm no good at math.
An F. I'm gonna get it right next time.
This is really hard, but I'm gonna think outside the box and keep going.
This is really hard, and I'm not a math person. I'll just give up.
It's really important that you have a growth mindset for everything you learn. Math is the area, because of all the incorrect beliefs that are out there, where more students have fixed mindsets than in any other subject. But now you have the knowledge to stop that. One of the ways people develop unhelpful fixed mindsets is by being praised for being smart.
This is often a dangerous word as it implies something fixed about you, that you are smart or you aren't. Students who are told they are smart are more likely to have a fixed mindset.
It may feel good at the time, but when you fail, and everyone does, you start to think, maybe I'm not so smart.
So best not to use that word. Anyone can achieve at the highest levels and be smart at anything they want.
In a study, students took a math problem, and half of the students were praised for being smart. Half of them were praised for working hard. And then the students were given a choice of an easy or a hard problem. There were huge differences just from that moment of praise. The students who were praised for being smart chose the easy problem, but the ones who were praised for working hard chose the hard problem. And you can see what happened now in this video.
Oh, really good job. You're really smart. So now that you finished this problem, I have a choice of two other problems for you. Do you want an easy one or a hard one?
Can I have the easy one so I can be sure to get it right again?
Yeah, here you go. Good job on this problem. You worked really hard. So now that you finished this problem, you have a choice between two problems. So we have an easy one and a hard one. Which one do you want?
I want a hard one. I really want to challenge myself this time.
Good. Good luck with this one.
Thank you.
Why do you think that when students were praised for being smart, they then chose the easy problem?
It is always best to choose hard problems that will give you a challenge, as when you struggle, your brain grows the most. But the study showed that when students are told they are smart, they become worried about not messing up and continuing to be thought of as smart. But choosing easier tasks or easier courses is not good for you.
This study also shows that someone can give you a message and it can immediately change what you think about yourself and what you think you can do. Many people feel bad about math because of negative messages they have been given.
You may still be in a situation where you're receiving negative messages, so it's really important that you know you can achieve and you keep positive messages in your head.
Hey Nadine, I can learn anything I choose to.
Yes, you can, and I can achieve at the highest levels of math if I want to.
Yeah.
It turns out that the messages we carry around in our heads are really important for our lives. In one research study, we found that when parents told their children to help them, I didn't do well in math at school either, so don't worry, the children's achievement went down in the same term. We also know from research that when teachers gave students feedback on an essay and they attached this note for half of their students, "I'm giving you this feedback because I believe in you," the students who got that note achieved at significantly higher levels at the end of the school year. So that message had a huge impact on them. This tells us that messages you get are really important. It also tells us that it's important for students to know that their teacher believes in them and expects high things from them.
People used to think that learning was just about getting knowledge, but now we know that the messages you carry around in your head and the ideas you have about yourself are really important.
Never let anyone say you cannot do something. If you get ideas from school or elsewhere that suggest you can't do something, keep telling yourself that you can, as that may be more important than anything. Never let anyone who says anything negative to you stop you from thinking that you can achieve at the highest levels.
Well, Monsi, an F again. I expected nothing better.
I'm not going to let her words defeat me. I'm just going to try harder.
As with the first lesson, we want you to end this lesson by writing about the ideas you've heard today in a paragraph for somebody else of your own age. So please write about at least 2 important ideas that you heard today in a paragraph now.